Touryst, with a Y, is a puzzle platformer with a modern yet retro aesthetic, and trust me, this game is all about aesthetic. It reminds me of old school adventure games on the SNES with detailed pixel art, except here the pixels are cubes that make up the characters and environments. The modernity comes through in the crisp visuals, a rock-solid 60 frames per second, and brilliant use of lighting, bloom, and depth of field. The variety in weather and time of day on each island are conveyed effectively by these effects, and the result is stunning. The Touryst, with a Y, is laced with gentle animations of waving palm trees, glistening water, and sandy footprints. It can be deceptively simplistic at first glance, but it is full of intricate details when you take a closer look. The unique visual style feels like it has been tilt-shifted. Tilt shifting is a photography technique used to manipulate focus and perspective, making objects appear model-like. Not too dissimilar to the techniques used in The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening remake and Octopath Traveler. This technique is aesthetically pleasing to the eye and makes the game really pop out. Unlike the two aforementioned games, you have no weapons or health in the Touryst, with a Y. Just your brain and your trusty jump button. The Touryst, with a Y, wastes no time jumping into the action and giving you control. With no opening cutscene or exposition, you arrive on an island as a Magnum PI looking ass dude, and away you go. With no objective and no tutorial, you're free to start exploring this little locale. As you mosey around and chat to the locals, you'll stumble into an ancient ruin, one of several located on the surrounding islands. Here you are met with a sentinel, an ancient guardian whose puzzle you must solve to progress. You will face one of these at each ruin you discover. The old man from outside greets you in the next room and presents you with a very vague quest, fueled purely by curiosity, to see what happens when each of the cores are returned to the ruin. It was evident at this point that the Touryst, with a Y's priority is fun exploration with a no-nonsense plot. And fun the exploration is. With many nooks, crannies and secrets hidden across the islands, your curiosity often pays off. Once you gather some coin, you can purchase travel guides that unlock new islands, each full of their own characters, quests and treasures to discover. You can also pick up a camera to earn some extra coin doing photography. Loading times are near non-existent, allowing you to travel between areas without hassle. Just say the word and the captain will whisk you away. Packed full of interactive pieces, the Touryst, with a Y, does not just look like a playset but feels like one too. My favourite discovery so far was the arcade, which hosts mini spin-offs of other games like Alleyway and F-Zero, which incidentally inspired Touryst, with a Y's, developer Shinen when they created their popular racing games Fast Racing Neo and Fast RMX. Full of appropriate blips and blops, sound design is punchy, and the soundtrack comes and goes in contextual moments. The frequency of small tasks and quests makes for a satisfying gameplay experience and feels like everything that you do has a purpose or reward at the end. Although, I'm not sure my obsession to chase off every seagull I see will amount to anything. After being exclusive to Nintendo Switch, the Touryst, with a Y, is now also available on Xbox Game Pass. It's a bleeping good time and it gets my recommendation.